Okay, good people of the internet, nice to find you hanging around in the bushes again, looking fabulous there on your office chairs, etc. We are today, well, yesterday I came down the estuary, put it that way. There were a couple of mullets about, so I thought, yep, mullet fishing. But today 40 mile an hour winds, not pleasant, so let's have a little spin for bass, because we can throw heavy lures. And tide's going out, so anything that went that way earlier on is now coming this way, so we can have an hour and see what we catch. Probably bugger all. Right, the first thing I can tell you is, looking through my polarizing sunglasses, I can't see any fish at all. So, good start. I would have hoped to have seen a mullet or two, surely, but we can't. Follow the tide down a bit and see what happens. Nothing's been used for 6 months, so let's have a speculative cast to straighten everything out. Then we're going to go down there where them swans are. Oh, weeded straight away. Oh, look at it, yep, big chunks of algae. Mayweed. It's going to be a problem today, I think. Look at that. The river's full of it. There's a good old current pulling out now and back out to sea, and where those swans are, it gets much deeper. So, if I was a bass, I'd be in this estuary now looking for salmon and sea trout smolts that are dropping back, and anywhere where there's a drop off would be a good place to ambush them. Right, this is where we want to be. See how bad the weed is here. Not as bad as up there, but there's still plenty of it. And it will get worse and worse now until we have a big flood that rips it all up. It's just what you've got to put up with when you're fishing estuaries. Yeah, it's pretty bad. We may be getting this every single cast now, and if you look down there, the rough weather has already ripped plenty up, all floating around. There'll be no escape today. We might have to just swap to a lure with a single hook, perhaps. Even if you use surface lures, there's lots of it floating around. Don't know, but in the last couple of years it would seem that in Wales you cannot have sunshine without ridiculous winds. I don't know how many potential kayak fishing trips have gone down the crapper. So we've had lovely sunny weather, and then this sort of wind, and you might get an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening when it all stops, and that's your lot. I was thinking to go out on the river, and the birds are everywhere. It doesn't give you much confidence. They've obviously been out since the crack of dawn, fishing every last little nook and cranny. Very frustrating, because you can't fish the open coast to get away from the weed with a 40-mile-an-hour wind. It'd be a bit silly. So we're stuck in the estuary. We could try something that's easily too heavy. That's all I brought with me. Black minnows, meps, condoms, a couple of sand eels, a couple of rapalas, and some other rubber lures. Water's not particularly deep, so these ones with the resin heads could be handy. Strange enough, I had a lot of pike on these. Not had a bass yet. At least a single hook means less weed. And they cast just as well as a flying condom. I'm not seeing any flat spots in amongst the ripple that would suggest a mullet are on the surface. So I don't really know what's going on. Even this one as a single hook is catching weed. If you can see it, but this is what we're fishing over. It's just that 20 feet there is a drop off, and the bottom is much the same as this now, just with probably 4 or 5, maybe 6 feet of water on it. It's very surely bassy. Just one narrow channel. If they're going to be anywhere, they're going to be in there. Don't know if you can see the action on this lure there. At this sort of slow speed, there's almost no action to them at all, but to a fish, anything that's moving is alive. If it's alive and it fits in your mouth, it's dinner. Simple. I go by the same rules. If it's got legs, you can eat it. unless it's a table. In that case, you can use it as fire to cook something with legs. And like I say, if there is a bass, this is where he's going to be. My experience is that in this estuary, you'll only encounter one bass in a trip. So it's either one or none. It's like that language computers go in, 0 or 1. Anyway, nothing else to be done except to keep at it until there's no water left. Now, if you're on the next estuary further west, and obviously anybody who lives here can guess which one that is, the bass stay in the sea pools when the tide is out. So you can go and spin there at dead low water and they'll be there. But this estuary only has this pool, and once the tide's gone out, it's only a foot deep or less, so they don't stay. They do hang about until the very last minute though. Quite often come down here just with the glasses and found bass suspended amongst all this weed here in 2 foot of water, and the tide's almost gone. They don't budge, they're just waiting for something to make a move so they can have it. We have the sun, we have the clear water, we have the right time of year, and do we have a fish? Some hounds coming out though here and there, so the year has definitely turned. Damn this sodding weed. Whoever invented this, damn them to hell. That means you, God, because you probably invented it. Well, look, the water's coming back in again. That just shows you how rough it is down the beach. As the tide is actually flowing out, but individual waves are making it up here. As long as it doesn't go over the tops of my wellies. The net's not going anywhere. Although now the net is on SnapLink channel, it probably wishes it would go to hell. There'd be more fish. Less weed. Hell of a current now. Perfect for the old bassaroonies, but they're not yet. Hello, swan. Have a lure. Problem is you can't even fish weedless lures, because weedless lures are designed for that sort of solid tough weed and lilies and such like, and this stuff is just like slop. So weedless lures don't work so well. What would be even more frustrating if we'd have brought the fly rod and then every knot on the leader would be catching this crap. Yeah. Just what you got to put up with. I did hear a lot of binging and banging going on this bloody thing. Is anybody inviting me out for dinner? That's a no. Nope. What is wrong with the humans? I need dinner. Take me to dinner. This stuff could make you swear, I'm telling you now. It just gets everywhere. I bet if I just fished a length of nylon with no hooks, no weights, no swivels, no knots, no nothing, it would still get weed on it. Every bloody cast. Anybody willing to bet 50p on whether I'm going to have a single weedless cast? If I cast straight downstream rather than across, it might get less. Now I know you're thinking about that, but the reasoning is the stuff is flowing with the current, so if I cut across the current, I cut across every single line of weed. If I go down, I might go between them. Does that sound logical to you? You might be able to see the lure now. Nice orangey lure. Fish will certainly see it. And they will go, no orange fish live in this estuary, sod off. I'm not even getting any followers, so may well suggest there's nobody at home. Well, look at that, pigeon eating seaweed. Is that right? Go on, sod off, you're not supposed to eat seaweed. You've just been weird. Surely up the edge of these weeds, right on the drop off, would be the place to find them, or on that drop off over there. Let's try them. Well, I just got us some more weed. I don't know if you can see that drop off there. I wonder if I put my glasses there. Maybe now you can see the drop off is right in front of me. Just goes from 6 inches down to probably 5 or 6 feet. And there you are. There you are. Yeah, I suppose you can see that. Surely that's where they're going to be. We've not seen any mullet going past or frolicking on the surface or doing anything, considering how bloody warm it is. It was 14 degrees when I came out and it feels a lot warmer now. Without this wind, you would definitely be sunbathing. I did a bit of that yesterday when we were out shooting. Got covered in ants. So there's always something. There's always some sort of bloody wildlife to upset you somehow. We're going to run out of water fairly soon, I think. I'm on dry land now. Looking down that way under the bridge, it looks rough, wind-wise, so no chance of fishing the open sea today. Although, it is forecast to drop tonight. Then tomorrow is supposed to be sunny with no wind, so perhaps that'd be a better bet to go and do something. Surely if there was a bass in this pool, we'd have found him by now. And the amount of weed floating there is really bad. Much, much worse than it was. There's literally a piece of weed every foot. So I think we're a bit buggered now. Let's try one more cast down there. I think we've pretty much cooked. There's just a sea of weed now, all in little 5 or 8 inch chunks, lumps, strands, whatever you want to call it, like this one here. Millions and millions of those broken off bits. I think what we'll do is stand the net up so it starts to dry off a bit. Hey, throw all my stuff in the sea. We'll have a minute. Have a mini minute and see if any of you've got plenty of battery power left. So I don't know what you're whinging about. We'll just give it a minute, see if anything comes past. So if there's anything coming down from up there, it's run out of water now. So we'll see it go past. Really speeding up now. Now later on in the year there would definitely be mullet going past now and frolicking about. And there would also be suing going up because they tend to run when the tide's dropping back. But I'm seeing nobody, and the amount of weed now is bonkers. So I think, good folks of the internet, for this morning we are shot, we're done. That water is disappearing too quick. There's no sign of fish. It's rancid with weed. So we've tried our more or less weedless lure. It caught weed, but we did what we could, and we just have to keep coming back until it's happening, or the weed's gone, or the bass arrive, or something, and then tomorrow we'll go and do something else in what is allegedly a nice, calm, sunny day. So, ta-ta for now, thanks for watching. If I was you, after that, I'd never lie down, really. maybe a fag, roll a joint, have a coffee, have a tea, do something, relax, chill out. So, toodle pip, cha cha.